Hello everyone, and welcome to our final video together. Now I'm going to tell you I've struggled with this video and the class as a whole. As my sainted Grams would say, I've spent too much time looking at the forest that I got smacked by a tree. And that's when I realized she was sending me a bit of help, a little bit of her wisdom to finish up the class. So I'm going to use this video and I'm going to share a little wisdom from my Grams with you. Now your own Grams or Nona or Mama or Nana or Mimi or whatever may have shared these tidbits with you. So let's get started. Did you ever notice as a small child you were told there are starving people all over the world who would love to eat your lima beans or your Brussels sprouts? Ooh, ooh. Or they'd say, when I was a child, and it would usually follow with the arduous 20-mile hike uphill, one way, in the snow, no shoes to school. Always in a blizzard, of course. But what they wanted you to understand is that you have more than they did when they were a kid. They want you to be grateful, thankful for what you have, because there are some people who don't have it, even lima beans. In my family, civic obligation was not an option. You gave back, period. Whether you gave back in church and helped out, or with your neighbors, or in the fire department, and my Grams was a founding member of Our Lady's Auxiliary. In some way or fashion, you gave back. But it was more than just helping others. Lift them up, she'd tell me. She'd always tell me that if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. You teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. So civic duty and giving back is helping someone up from their situation, giving them that sense of pride and self-dignity, not just for a moment, but for a lifetime. This one is kind of fun. If you look outside of yourself for happiness, you're never going to find it. Be happy with you. Take time to find out who you are and be comfortable with who you are. She said it may take a while, and you may not like yourself all the way, all the time. But if you learn to do that, if you learn to like who you are, others will like you. If you're a happy person, well, others will be happy around you too. She used to call it a bug, a happiness bug. And I love the way she said that word, bug. But she said this was the one bug you really wanted to catch. Nothing lasts forever. Change happens. So don't let a few dark clouds dampen your day. Go out and play in the rain as well as the sun. Enjoy each day as it comes to you, just as it comes to you. You won't change the sun in the sky by shouting at it. So just put on a hat and go enjoy. Now I know what you're thinking. What does this have to do with our topic this week of human scale and Western civilization themes, or proper size and scale of political order in the modern world, parts 1 and 2? How does this relate to what Dr. Livingston said about Aristotle and Hobbes? Simple. We've been talking all term about Western civilization themes like liberty and freedom, all while looking at great philosophers and statesmen of the past. But we've had wisdom passed to us by other people, like our families. Now I'm going to show you how these 4 simple ideas can be applied to government and the people. So let's look at them again. Be thankful for what you have. Many people want more. They want the supersized meal and the shiniest car and the biggest house on the market. They spend and they go into debt, and then they want someone else to bail them out. Even big government is this way. They spend and spend and spend, and sometimes spend on frivolous things. But instead of spending more money on things, we need to be thankful that we live in a country where we can elect our representatives instead of living in fear of them, where we have the rights and the freedoms, and we aren't shot dead in the street for speaking out. There are many around the world who would love to be in our shoes, lima beans and Brussels sprouts and all. Don't give a hand out, give a hand up. Poverty is a global issue, and people love to send money to starving children in Asia, but ignore the fact that there are children right down the street who haven't eaten in days. So help out already. Climate change is a huge topic right now. Go clean up a beach, or get a water bottle that can be refilled instead of going into a landfill. Teach our children that everyone counts. Pitch in, help your neighbors. We are all part of one planet and one ecology. As Kirkpatrick wrote, ecology is a grand system of interaction of all elements of the natural world, plant, mineral, animal, human, and a healthy ecology is on which all of these are in such harmony that none dominates or destroys the other. If we help each other out, then we can fix it, and we can give each other a hand up. No one can fix your happiness but you. Don't look at the government to fix everything. They can't fix everything for over 332,639,000 people, roughly, give or take. Nobody can. You want a better life? Fight for it. Learn a trade. Be a role model. I know this is hard, especially in our inner cities. I live north of Baltimore City, and it's a great day when we've only had a couple of shootings or killings. How horrible is that? And the ones that suffer the most are the children. We need to try. If we all work together, we can make a difference. Don't believe me? Go work with Habitat for Humanity and help them build a home. The people that actually get that home work on it as well. And wait till you see their smiles when they realize they're working on their home. It's an amazing feeling, and it's an amazing set of smiles. This is one of those things where you're giving them a hand up. And it's that bug again, not an icky virus that's out there. This one, you're going to want to catch. If you don't like the weather, wait a few minutes and it'll change. Change may not happen as fast as the weather does, but it comes. Be the change you want to see. If you see corruption, call it out. If you see injustice, fight it. If you see someone down, help. It's that pay it forward mentality. Be the change and teach our children to be the change as well. Show them that change happens even if it's only in your backyard. It has to start somewhere. And it isn't the government's job to do it for us. It's ours too. Now, I know it sounds a bit hippy-dippy, tree-hugging happy, but I like to think of it more as moral cosmopolitan. Now, Richard S. Park proposed this idea that moral cosmopolitanism, big words, is a proposal about the obligations that human persons of one polity have towards another, irrespective of the political memberships of either. It is about the extent of moral care that humans ought to have towards another as part of citizens of the world. What an amazing idea! So instead of focusing on letting government be the change, I'd rather focus on the human scope of our world and to make it better, well, with the rest of the citizens of the world. Now, I have an idea. If we start to share the things we know and pass on the skills we have, then maybe things can get easier and change will happen. Who knows? Now, I'm going to end with one of my favorite quotes. It's written by a lovely British man who has the heart of a poet and the soul of a warrior. He believed in being the change he wanted to see in the world, and he wanted to make it better for his 2 sons. So I'm going to add his bit of wisdom to that of my Graham's, and hope you enjoy it. So here it is. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Thank you so much for being here with my video. I hope that you have all the success in the rest of your classes, and I hope to see you again soon. God bless. Take care.